Dine in, take out for flavors that transport you. Indulged into our meats marinated in our secret spice blend and slow jerked to smoky perfection, bold, spicy, and utterly unforgettable. Dive into our local classics like steamed dumplings and provision, smoked herring or saltfish breakfast, hearty stews and coconut-infused sides. Only at the Jerk Bar, 38 Frederick Street, Port of Spain.
For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696.
Dine in, take out for flavors that transport you. Indulged into our meats marinated in our secret spice blend and slow jerked to smoky perfection, bold, spicy, and utterly unforgettable. Dive into our local classics like steamed dumplings and provision, smoked herring or saltfish breakfast, hearty stews and coconut-infused sides. Only at the Jerk Bar, 38 Frederick Street, Port of Spain.
For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696.
Dine in, take out for flavors that transport you. Indulged into our meats marinated in our secret spice blend and slow jerked to smoky perfection, bold, spicy, and utterly unforgettable. Dive into our local classics like steamed dumplings and provision, smoked herring or saltfish breakfast, hearty stews and coconut-infused sides. Only at the Jerk Bar, 38 Frederick Street, Port of Spain.
For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events, and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696.
So we will no longer be an academy where we take the money, right? You trade, and then that's it. We have never been so, but we will never be that way. And now we have gotten much more involved in terms of your development and your educational side. I must say good one to Ricardo John. He sneaked in. Wow, good one. Right, that is our under-8 coach. I think it's a round of applause. Amazing year so far for him. 2 defeats, being finals. He's unbeaten in 7 games, and I think he has done a tremendous job with the youngsters. So I want you all to understand it's really important that we push education and the right balance, and not just create that way where, all right, my child is bad, we ban them from football. Because I'm a father. You ban them from football, they stay home and play Roblox, Fortnite. Okay? They on Instagram. We just need to instill the balance. And that's what I want to share with you this morning. And I hope I'm not wasting your time, but I've done this at schools before when I used to coach SSFL, and I think I was only right to do it where this is my heart. So I want you all to understand where I'm coming from. Okay? So you all need to really and truly create that balance for your child. Like, it's no joke. And you big guys, you all need to create a balance for yourself. Because the opportunities is here, there's no joke. And I didn't introduce Josh properly, I do apologize. He's also a UEFA player agent representative. He is actually the man that will be spearheading our program for the player pathway. What is the player pathway? The player pathway is where players from here will be able and will get invited to different parts of the world once they want to go pro. And not once you want to go pro alone, but we have to make sure that you are ready for pro. And that's what the player pathway is about. And that's just one part. And we will get into it as much as possible. But that's why it's important that we really and truly see the balance. So we train twice a week. Some teams may train 3 times a week. But we need consistency. The worst time, I'm being honest with you, to run this academy is Christmas and Carnival. I fetted and see my parents fetted, and I get up early to go and powder tent and see my parents still home. And Christmas, well, wow, it don't stop. So I want you to see the importance of sacrifice. Like, sacrifice is very much important. And you all need to buy into it. You all already invested, but you all need to buy into this. You all need to trust the process. Like, I cannot say it louder again. We are not an amazing country again where we make World Cups, where we have a massive talent pool. If you watch the national team last night, there were actually 5 or 6 English-born players. So that means our talent pool is very poor. Or we are not playing enough football, or we are not developing properly, or sometimes our football IQ is not substantial for the future. So that's the importance, and I want you all to understand that at AIA, we being our own independent body, we want to make sure that it goes hand in hand. And I need the support, you the parents, you the players, you the coaches. And that's important. One thing about AIA, and I will start, is that if we have training, I know some academies, I'm sorry, but if we have training, we are set up well, prepared to greet you. There's nothing like if we are attending on Saturday and then we said we are training and we don't have training. So we are always there. My coaches is always there. Like always. So it's you the parents for sure. And you know why I demanding this? Not in grateful, but I'm demanding it because a lot of you, a lot of parents, when the child is 17 and 18, you all are asking the question, what's next? I don't know what's next for age 17 and 18. I have already developed a player at 14, 15, and I can tell you, these little boys there, I know what's next for them. Bruce, Caleb, Blah, who's that? Wow, Darius. I know what's next for them. And they are 12, 13. And others, we know what's next for them. Because we have already got their parents to buy into the program. And they train well. They play well. Their parents have made sacrifices. So if they falter, that's their fault. That's not ours. Because the parents have supported them. But when you are 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, I can't tell. I have a few guys in my high performance team. Dejon Nazama being one, age 18, he was with DC United. Dejon, stop. Come on, stop. Don't be shy. Tell them they can see. Right? At age 18, he was traded at DC United. Don't take over to USA Cup under his belt. Plays for St. Augustine. So Dante and these guys can ask me what's next. Educational side, Form 6. He's doing well in school. And I want you all to understand what I'm saying. I'm making sure that it sinks. We need to create history. Like, we need to be consistent. And I don't want to be biased, but Nia Alad played Wolf at 17 years. Nia, stand up. Sarah, amazing. I think she deserves a round of applause. Amazing to see the results. Come, Sarah, get up. From Malabar. And Jail, because of our players like Jail, brilliant. Come here. 16, how old are you? 16 years. And they all have represented this club at the highest level in women's football. Well, women's football highest level. Right? And our captain, Tia, was done a tremendous job. Right? So my point is about balance, it's about development. And that's what the next year is about. It's not just about having the kids run around the savannah. I do apologize. And if my coaches is doing that, they will not be here. Because that time has gone for me. I'm sorry. Right? So let me give you a story. I walked in USA Cup this year. Chovan won't laugh. Chovan, man. Under 10 years. Big goalpost. My little son. How old are you? 9 years old. In a big goalpost. Jovan, tell me from. And I'm like, well, you can't say this. And all that is played over in my mind is no goalpost, or maybe a small goalpost. And I am honest in every match. I'm being honest. And I told Joe, I said, bro, we need those goalposts now. True or false? Right? Because the reality is, I will not be walking in the USA Cup next year feeling that way. I do not want to ever feel like that. Ever. And a lot of you all tend to send me these competitions that is happening. And yes, I know a lot of clubs, Marissa, a lot of clubs that will be going and And I will be honest, I am one that thinks that the activity is important. But then when you go USA, come on and play 9-a-side in a big hole. And then we are in the village room playing 9-a-side in a small hole or 7-a-side. And I'm telling you, that's not where I want this academy to go. So I've invested in the goalposts because I will not be seeing my son, if he makes the team, or whoever is in the room, at age 10, just standing up and what you always call it, bangers? Remember bangers? Ari, remember bangers, you know? From the girl? Yeah, bangers. Bangers is what? Yeah, so those bangers, we will not be feeling that way next year. Right? And that is development. That's what we are about. We need to create a proper training ground so that we can be successful when we play our tournaments. And I have made it my duty in December that we will be hosting 4 teams from overseas, one being a Guyanese team, one being a Jamaican team, one being a Dominican Republic team, and one being an Antiguan team. In December, to play our own under 10, our own under 13 tournament. And I think we do this because the reality is that we cannot join these tournaments with the little goals. It's not helping us. Coach Des, am I okay with that? Right? It's not helping us. And when you go to these tournaments, there's a lot of restrictions, and I think that the development of the players on the bigger field or the bigger scale of things that makes us much more competitive and much better. And that's the headspace we are going. So I needed to make sure that's in the open, because I think that we need to be aware of not every flyer that shares I will be entered, but I'll also be entering things that is making sense to our student athletes, because we are building a competitive environment. And we want to make sure with the guidance of some of my senior coaches, I want to make sure that it's the right way for us to not only have our academy in Trinidad, but I am passionate about my country. So I want to give Trinidad and Tobago players. And it has to come from writing. Writing. And when we create that energy and we create this atmosphere, then every single body will be leaving here saying, I want to become a national player. Not everybody could do, but you will have the mindset. So sometimes you may not make it into the national team, but you may get a scholarship. You may be better off in life. And that's the reality. That's where we want to be. In male and females. And I don't want to be boastful, and she isn't here, but I think Caitlin Benjamin being our first national player ever. And that's a huge achievement. Huge achievement where, if I go back down memory lane, Caitlin parents did not register her in this academy. It's her grandfather, who is basically like my father's best friend. And when they came to see her play, and she was in goal, he was like, nah, Caitlin, you can play outside. True of us. And the mother was frightened. What are you doing, my daughter? And this, and that, okay, cool. I don't listen. I just not for her, but I don't bring it. I don't say it much. And Caitlin went to Antigua, and she had a very outstanding tournament, right? And then I told the staff, I told Anna, I could remember this, I said, Anna's Caitlin is going to make that national team. And she did. She worked hard. And she did. She wrote her own story. And actually posted it, and I said, from Eddie Hart to Hazy Crawford, what else you want? Sacrifice, dedication, commitment. The national team is telling Caitlin do not come training here. And Caitlin is coming training here. And then going over. Because she wanted extra. And if you're located in her brother, they hire a driver. So that driver, I know that car by car, 20 blue rims. And she's making sure to come in, train with Coach Kerry, and then she departs. And 2 months later, you are playing in a women's CFU, not for the second team, but for the first team. But I must commend our parents for trusting the process. And I take it that needs a round of applause. And that's where it goes. That's how meaningful it is. Like, we have to believe in what we want for our kids. So maybe in our father, my children cannot tell me what role they want to go down. I guide them. I do not force football though. Because I take the pressure on them alone. You can ask Jovan, you can ask Annas, who coach my children, Ricardo John. I just provide uniform, talks, sneakers, and that's it. I don't coach my children. They are not drilled at home. But I make them, I share with them the importance of sacrifice, discipline. Not because one is 9 and the next one is 6, we are afraid to share it. Or 7, sorry. Right? So, it's important that we share it. And we don't need to pressure our kids. All we need to do is support them. And there have been some parents that was in this academy, and like when we parted ways, I'm sorry, but I just be like, thank you. Because I don't like to feel pressure. I want it to be natural. And that's how I am. I want it to be natural. I don't want to feel pressure at all. If your son or daughter is good enough, they will take the training quickly, they will up their tempo, they will do well. So for example, Real Marshall, Ryan, I want him. I think this young man is a round of applause. Wow. The bravest young man in USA Cup. Raise up on someone. He's Mr. Smooth. Right? So I think and his parents allowed him to just, with guidance though, but he was brave. Rita can say that, Jovan can say that, the persons who he was around, he was very brave. And that's important. The independence, making sure they are independent, making sure that there is balance. So that's what we are about this day. Like, I really need you all to buy into it, trust the process. Create goal spaces, male and female. Like, I cannot bear anymore to see your sons or daughters become successful. This is not for me. I'm sorry, this is not for me. Give me a chance, I retire tomorrow. I'm very serious. This is not for me, this is for you. And I tell my players that this is for you. You'll have to choose your destiny. If this is what you want, give it your best shot. But it will never come easy. Never, never. So I play cricket. I played cricket. True story, I played cricket and I decided to coach football at age 17. I never played football before. I was around football, I never played football before. And that's why I have reached a stage of being bored. Because when I was the youngest manager in Trinidad to be a professional league at age 21, and then I continued going up the ranks thanks to my God. I never rested. Never. It had no rest periods. And why it had no rest periods? Because I had to work harder than the persons that have been in the field for years. And it's a competitive environment. And you all have to understand that. And I'll use Tia as an example. Tia never played football until 18 years old. Never. She came and won the Republic Cup in 2021, 2022. And then she was Aia Player in 2023. And that was voted by the whole teams. Consistent. Tia is a person who will job hunting, but Coach Man can't take that because that will affect my training. And that's the truth. She had an opportunity to go to USL Championship with Maryland. It was a lost opportunity, she regretted a lot. Right? But the reality is that the opportunities will come and it's up to us to open our hands or close it. And I want you all to understand that. So I will be much more in a busier state, place to make sure that we are all on the same page, or even sometimes you all can teach us too. We need guidance too. Like we all need guidance. And we need honesty. This is not my academy. This is everybody's academy. This is not mine. What we do this for your kids and for you. For better environments, for better young men and women. And I do apologize in advance, but the reality is that you all need to get on board. This is for your kids' future. So when sometimes I'm home and I watch, we have CFU tournaments happening on the 14 male and female. That means our young men and women should be working harder. We have under 17 championships coming up. Our young men and women should be working harder. We have under 20. Same thing. It has senior team. We need to work hard. We need to balance. And it's on you to make sure that we balance. Right? So our plans for this term, structured training schedule and technical development, as I mentioned earlier, I want us to make sure you all be the judge. You all have a parents committee. I answer to them. Right? Sometimes you get comfortable. So I don't want to be comfortable. I want this to be a success. And for this to be a success, we all win. Right? Academic support and discipline focus, that's massive for me. We will, by God's grace, we are in the process of moving our office into a bigger space where we will be doing body mechanics and a home room. What is a home room? A home room is basically a study room. So instead of, because in the little office we have there, thank God, I have a lot of players that come there on an afternoon after school just to build time. So I want them to come in a better environment, a bigger environment where they can basically finish their schoolwork, do their projects. So I will be here, Coach Man after the share today. because I've schooled, I've studied. And the new thing with these young people is they block your status, block you from seeing the status. So, but the parents are really send them out, so it's okay. Right? Life skills and personal growth sessions, that's very much important for us as well. This term, this will be much for the bigger ones and the wolf team. I think that the wolf team for me is a team that I hold to my heart, because it's one of the first teams that have been in competitive football within the AIA, right? And I know that it's strange enough that a lot of these girls or women don't take sport serious, but I will tell you all that you will have the easiest route to scholarship. Easiest route. Easiest route. And it just takes the best moment on that tape for you to be recorded, send to our coach, and that's it for you. Right? So I want you all to know that for this term we will be really actually pushing on, especially being invited by the St. Vincent Football Federation for their own Vinci Cup. I think that we need to get a bit more serious, and we need to really actually create that avenue of where you all want to see yourselves going forward. Preparation for upcoming tournaments, well, that's what we are in right now. We will start our preparation on we will start our preparation from this Wednesday. The most active team right now is our bigger boys. They deserve our applause for winning their first game under the new manager, Kristen Becker, or Hakim. Okay, so they have done tremendous. Last Sunday, beaten La Hoqueta 4-1. It's so strange that persons on that table is playing for another team, but we won't release too much of our news here. Structure, so what you should look forward to: membership updates, collection of updated cards, most importantly, the team photo. We will not do the team photo today, we'll do next Saturday because we have a lot of persons missing. What we are doing is building our website, and we need content, as much content as possible, and then a lot of people in different jerseys. So we know next week Saturday is a training day, so I will organize that as we did last year. Medical check, ensuring athletes are fit and ready, and that job is on key, right? Athletes are fit and ready. We don't want to be in a situation where a lot of our athletes was falling down and unfit, and we don't have medical history. We want to make sure that we have proper medical history, because it's a running sport, and at any time something can happen on a negative. So we want to make sure that we cover that in our grounds, and we are aware of what's going on with you, the student athlete. Towards information, key details for upcoming opportunities. Well, as I mentioned earlier, the USA Cup, the St. Vincent. Today, if you're interested in registering for the USA Cup, you can do so by Andrea. She will take your information from today. The USA Cup is very much important for us. I will be honest, I would really like to have our women's team in the USA Cup, our under 17 team, but we need to really actually come together and get it going. I know we have under 19 for sure, and we will have our U10. But the reality is that we as an academy, it will be very good to see everyone go to the USA Cup together. So this year we will be really actually starting our USA Cup preparation very early as of today. The reason being is that I see I felt the pain as a parent too, I must say. And only yesterday or the day before I was actually counting on those receipts. And I felt the pain as a parent to see the amount of investment you have to make. And if my child didn't save that well properly, I don't think I would have been normal. But he saved well, so I didn't have any regrets. But that is a massive part for us as parents to really actually start the USA Cup preparation from now. If we are interested. Why do I choose USA Cup? It's one of the most competitive cups in North America. It's an amazing cup. And I will say, I will break it down. Scouts, full 100. Opportunities, amazing. Opportunities, unlimited. I'll be honest with you. So, Eric is my son, and after the USA Cup, he was invited to play for a team in Florida in February in the USA Cup qualifications. So USA Cup is a qualifying tournament. You have to qualify. It's according to your ranking within the country. You can't just go and apply for the USA Cup. As last season, Eagles would have won USA Cup. Because they were sending informal with USA Cup. But that's on the next slide. But you can't just go USA Cup. So you have to qualify. So in 2023, when you win it? 23. So in 2023, when they had enough to win, we finished second nationwide. And USA Cup reached out to us to basically come into their tournament. And they gave us a qualifying spot. If we didn't finish second, so it was City first, and we be the best runners of team dive. 5 finals, all runners up. Right? Second place. And from there, going onwards, we have gotten invited, and they have invited our academies, different age groups. So they are not, and the parents in the back can tell you, they are not desperate for teams. It's organized. It's very organized. They are not begging any teams to come. I think it's 1,200, 1,300 teams. Correct, Rita? 1,300 teams. So it's no doubt that it's not the biggest. It's an amazing opportunity for you. Right? And I saw it with my own eyes. So we have a partnership with Charlton. And I went to see Charlton play. And I am not someone that gets into team selection. So people might see, wait now, your player is the captain of the team. You can check my chat now. Post it up. I never sent a message to Charlton about putting, you have to put my player as captain. You have to make sure they start. You're sorry, I don't have time for that. I just wanted to enjoy my trip. And I'm walking, I was looking through the group chat at Charlton's, and I saw Jordan Blah as the captain at Charlton, under 14. And I think it is a wrong applause. And then I see Caleb Williams centre back. Then I see young Samuel Watley left back. Then I see Kyler Zama playing up front. These are the people on my course. And in my mind, I'm like, but they don't know these players? All I did was send them a note in the group. A breakdown of what to expect from the players, how they play, and that was it. But I never tell you put Jordan Blah as captain. I never tell you put Alexander Baker as captain for the under 16. I never tell you start Jimmy. I never did those things. We are in Miami together, bro. And these things is a touching feeling. Not as a parent alone, but as a coach. Even in my camp, as dealing with Hailey Mitchell, I take this challenge and round of applause. And I don't want to get too much in it. But we have stories. We are writing our own book. But for it to be continuous, we need to keep writing. And it's part of you, it's part of you, it's part of our DNA. Like long gone the days where you just leave your children to do whatever. These children is loving children. Like I know some parents that be like, oh, you need to tell us because I'm a man. I'm a man. Men deal with boys like if he's a man. And you know what? Huh? There is no time offs. And that's what we have to get here. And that's something I learned growing up. It takes a village to grow a child. Nowadays, people do not say, well, leave me to do this, leave me to do that. No. If somebody call up my children, I'm happy. We need to build and grow with each other. This is a community, this is a family. And that's what brought us here. Right? And I thank God for providing the finance for us to be here, for us to be able to have a lovely Saturday morning. I may send the bill to my sponsor, see if they will backdate it or something, but it's worth it, it's worth it. This is worth it. This is worth what we want to develop. And I just ask you all to, let's leave here as the new school term is starting. Leave here with our open mindset. A lot of mommies or guardians, female that is, they'll say that question like, oh, you can't study me, you are pushing back. So I is the one who have to carry his son, I have to help him. We need to be loyal. We need to understand the importance. I will never use Anna's group as an example. I will never say, well, why Jordan Bland them? Technique get better with the one session I run. I'll be lying. And there's no response at all. So for me to go public and say that's unfair. I will never say that Andres Romain plays football because I tell him. It's because Ricardo John told him, not me. He made sure he came to train. So we have to know what we expect. And like I expect you all to know that going forward, like we have to push on. It takes one chance, it takes one opportunity. Like I am not even selling a dream. It takes one chance, it takes one opportunity, it takes one phone call, it takes one little kick, it takes one video. But you have to sacrifice. You have to have a relationship with God. Don't stop. You have to have a balanced relationship. It will not happen just so. Not when the opportunity is getting closer, then it starts.
For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events, and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696.
9 single body. So we are involved. And that's why we decided to come here, because I want you all to be involved. I want you all to get interactive. So before I turn you all over to the Parents Committee to introduce themselves, I'll just open the floor for 5 questions. Just 5. Anybody? So everything is covered?
Yeah.
Everybody's good? So on your registrations, you all will go to the back after and check Stephanie in terms of sizing of your uniforms. The person that is interested in going for the upcoming tours, you all will proceed to Andrea. And then for the kids, this year is U5, U8, U11, U12. That's a new age group basically added. U12, that is where persons that is 12 years will play U12, and they will mix it with the U11s as well. That's a consistent age group. Under 14, under 15 to 17, and most importantly under 19 and senior, right? And girls team. So that's where we are. Upcoming events, we will share it in the group. For my line, the girls have a tournament October the 4th. Then that's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And then we have December is very bumper for us, our award ceremony. And most importantly, we have a tournament with hosting the AIA Super Cup right here in Trinidad and Tobago. Right, so I'll turn you all over to Mr. Motley.
So, good morning parents. So, I am Samuel Motley. I have been with AIA since 2023. That's when I first enrolled my son. He's not here today because he's a bit under the weather. His name is Samuel Motley, and a lot of you guys may know him as Sammy. He plays with the 14 high performance team. I come this morning as the interim chairman, but I also come before you guys as a parent, as one of you guys, just here, and I've been here for, as I told you, since 2023. So to date, I have a familiarity and an understanding of what the club is, some of the challenges, some of the good things, everything. I can tell you because I've been here for that period of time. But I can assure you, there's a lot more good than bad, especially from my experience. Came into the club a couple of years ago. I was just venturing into different things, exposing into different things, so I said, you know what, I'm going to try football. I looked for a club, I saw AIA on Instagram. I said, you know what, I messaged the guy, it turned out to be Adrian. He said, yeah, bring him on down. We had a really good conversation, strangers on the phone. What's it in? The player that he is now, to the player that he was when he entered the academy, are two different players. Skills, discipline, mindset, commitment, and the love for the game. In the USA Cup this year, they played the Charltons. Adrian would have referenced it earlier, Charlton's Academy out of Jamaica. And he was one of the players on the team who was playing left back. I mean, he's 11, going on 12 this year, but he's just about this tall. But the Jamaican coach told me, I'm not going to try and say it in his accent, but he said, he little but he talawa. So I took that to mean that, you know, he's small but he's full of spirit, he's full of courage, he's going up against players that are sometimes twice his height, full commitment, he's going at it. And Adrian used to tell me these things as well. You know, Samuel is this, he's improving and all of that. And I mean, I don't have a football brain, so I would just look at it from how I see it. But it is really assuring that someone who would have just stayed with him for a short period of time over at the USA Cup could recognize his talents, which tells me the works and efforts at AIA for the past couple of years have made improvements in him. So, I've seen it also amongst his peers, the team, the successes of the team, the losses, how they take the losses, how they take the wins. They celebrate wins, oh my. When they celebrate a win, they celebrate a win, like a party. What was the chant? You guys remember the chant? They had a chant. The Jamaican teams had a chant. And they were all singing it. And when they had their losses, they took their losses as well. You know, who cry, whatnot, you have to console them, you have to support them. We are parents. We have to support them on this route, on this journey, because for a lot of them, this is their world, this is the biggest thing that they're doing in their life right now. So, I want to acknowledge and congratulate those parents who have availed themselves to be a part of this committee, this interim committee. And the sacrifices that they will make to lend their support, their skills, their abilities, to see it move forward. Similarly with me, I was able to see it, and it encouraged me to be a part of this committee. I wasn't too sure about the chairman role, but I'm here and I'm willing to lead. So I just want to take a quick moment just to acknowledge the team and who those persons are and their role. I'm going to call on the vice chairman, Ms. Susan Blanc, just to identify herself so everyone knows. Alright, our secretary, Ms. Nicole Sampson Joseph. Our liaison officer, Mr. Jovan Alaban. Our treasurer, Ms. Akisha McGilvery Jones. Our events coordinator, Ms. Casey Clark Moti. Our fundraiser coordinator, Ms. Aisha Gordon. And of course, our social media officer, Ms. Marissa Nichols Bruce. So we all have a role and a function within the team that has been established, and in the coming weeks we're going to be preparing our roles and functions, terms of reference, all of the things that need to go into an effective functioning committee, and a committee that seeks to deliver on your interests. And of course, we will be reaching out to your parents, and in some instances, the students will feedback through you, where you can give us an idea of some of the things that you are interested in hearing, looking forward to see, and attempt to manage expectations and include that into our delivery and our terms of reference and objectives for this period. Our mission is a simple yet powerful one, which is to create a supportive network where every parent's voice matters, where contributions, whether big or small, make a difference, and where our children see their dreams are backed by a community of love and encouragement. It's really important. I have seen you guys, parents, here with the teams when they're losing, when they're winning. It doesn't matter the age group. You're running, you're celebrating with the players. When they lose, you come in and then still they get a pat on the back. You're encouraging them all the time. And that is the support that we want to continue to give to our student athletes as they move forward. And as a parent, I know how much it contributes to their well-being and their growth. So I commend you guys. You guys have really helped these kids. As I say, it's 2 years I've been here and I've just seen a whole change, a whole community, interpersonal development, you name it. I mean, some of these guys have their own WhatsApp group that they're talking in after football. Having a good chat, following football, etc. So, I want to say, I look forward to working with all of you to make this vision a reality. I want to extend whatever I'm capable of extending to assist everyone, because I know that there will be challenges, I know that there will be concerns, I know that there will be questions, but collectively, we will work together at trying to achieve and meet all of your objectives where possible. So I thank you and have a good day.
I think you all deserve a round of applause. And I'll tell you all, and I'll tell your parents, that is not the end of the road. Please do not get sidetracked. Please do not get sidetracked. SSFL is only 2 months. You have a big future ahead of you. Okay? To everyone else, we start our chapter on Wednesday. The E-Zone team have an ongoing chapter as we continue to head into qualification round of Tier 2. So I know you'll have game tomorrow. All the best. And to the coaches, all the staff, I really appreciate you all. I must say, I really appreciate you all. It has somebody on that table there that trips me off a lot, but I appreciate everybody else. Right? I really appreciate you all. I think that you all coming into this and treating persons like if they are your family and creating that friendship is amazing. And I think that we are blessed to have an icon in our coaching staff, and I think that I am a little political at times, but I will not get into that. But I think we need to have respect for our icons, and I think Coach Desiree Sargent is a living icon of coaching, and we are blessed to have her. She is not a lady that says much, but when I get her to talk, I learn a lot, right? And I am blessed to have her on board with us. And Coach, thanks again for coming. And we have a lot of experience around the camp and also the young ones. Players, we know Coach Annas is taking a technical side of things this year. So she will be overseeing the program on the under 14, so she will not be coaching much on the ground. And then Coach Desi will basically fulfill that spot. So I'm excited to see that with Coach Des. And it stays the same in terms of the other coaches. Coach Luke will resume on the 11. Ricardo John will get 1 more month extension to his contract. He will resume on the 8th. And then under 5, we have a new coach that will be starting on Wednesday, Coach Brico. And he is expected to return from the States on Monday, and he will be here on Wednesday. I will do the under 17 team, and Coach Beard will continue doing a great job with the under 20. And women's team program will always continue with Mr. Devon Allard and Cohen Francois and Coach Des. So we will continue that continuity of development and what we really want, and to see our players grow from strength to strength, right? So I just wanted to touch base on that to make sure that you all are aware and look forward to this part of it. I'm really excited to see you all on Wednesday. And I know a lot of you all would have said that why we come in here, but this is why we came here. I want you all to know what you're getting yourself into. So if you want a refund, just say it now, right? Because when we get the ball rolling, there's no excuses. And that's what we as individuals need to know, right? I do enjoy everybody here. And again, I thank you all. I thank you all, I thank you all, I thank you all. Most importantly, if you're interested in going to the tours, please start your process now. I don't want to hear to see passport appointments January, February, March. I think that by that time we should be doing US visa appointments. This year I will make it open. We will be going to the ministry, right? We also will be selecting our own teams. That's what we said, right? We will be selecting our teams to go to the tournaments this year. So it's basically no longer first come, first serve. It's us being a much more in a more competitive environment and making sure that we have sufficient persons in their positions. What has happened is that persons will go on tour and they don't get sufficient playing time, right? I want to make sure that everybody is at a standard, and this is the standard for the academy, which is 100. We want everybody on 100, and that's no problem at all. That's a problem, Mom? No problem. That's no problem. I think everybody could set that standard, and once we set that standard, we are in the right place and we are heading in the right direction. Okay? So I thank you all again. I have a presentation to make. You will pick it up. I just want to, Kissy, can you just bring that bag in the back, please? I think that I want to give it to Kitty's dad. Where's Kitty? Right? Or Kyle? I think she's coming here. I just want to give a little token from the academy for making the national team. And I think that was a great success. That was a great, it was successful. It was a feeling. It was a success for the academy as well. So, okay, I don't know where she is, but when she comes. So, again, thank you for coming. You all have a good day. Be safe. Let's enjoy Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. at Savannah. Let's go.
For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events, and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696.
Dine in, take out for flavors that transport you. Indulged into our meats marinated in our secret spice blend and slow jerked to smoky perfection, bold, spicy, and utterly unforgettable. Dive into our local classics like steamed dumplings and provision, smoked herring or saltfish breakfast, hearty stews and coconut-infused sides. Only at the Jerk Bar, 38 Frederick Street, Port of Spain.